We now come to the installation of the newly elected National President. Please welcome immediate past National President Stuart Reddish, who will hand over the chain of office.
Here. It's me. So, conference. It's with a heavy heart that we are where we are. But as an organisation, what I'd say to everybody, and I'm going to say this to Monty, things happen for a reason. Things happen for a reason. And what you had in this conference hall, Monty, today was the standing ovation because of who you are. I've just come out of a staff meeting where Monty said his goodbyes, and I can genuinely tell you there was a lot of floods of tears, because Monty is genuinely a nice guy. He wears his heart on his sleeve, he's true to what he thinks, and he's stood by me completely. And maybe part of that price he's paying today is because of that. I genuinely believe that for this federation to move forward and change, somebody has to be bold enough to take some actions that we've taken that is not going to be very popular with people. And that is unfortunate, the way that we sometimes treat our own, which is obviously not the right thing to do. But we also have to recognise that that's democracy, and that I understand. And I hope and I trust that the new president that we're going to install today will recognise not only the contribution that people have made, but also make sure that we work together, because I'll assist him as much as he wants me to, as long as he wants me to, because that's the important bit. We currently don't have a COO in place. We don't have anybody back at the ranch looking after the day-to-day affairs. And that's the job that I've been doing for the last, since December 2020. So, of course, a great organisation like this cannot be transferred over straight away. That's an impossibility, especially with somebody coming from the floor who don't know the staff, don't know the procedures, etc., etc. And I hope, Narinder, I hope the new National President will recognise that, because I'd hate to think all the hard work that the teams have put in play for the last years go out the window. So, it gives me great pleasure to ask Narinder to come to the floor.
Conference. Honoured National Past President and Roll of Honour. Visitors, everyone here, thank you for giving me this great honour. Just bear with me 1 second while I get my notes. It truly is a privilege to lead such a fantastic organisation until next conference. Seriously, words can't express how proud I am to be at the front of such passionate, enthusiastic and committed members, and you are all committed. I do really feel honoured and humbled by the faith, trust and confidence you have placed in me. I hope I'm worthy of it. But it also brings in me a great sense of responsibility. And it's squeaky bum time. It makes me nervous, and it always will. As we heard throughout conference, much has been achieved by my predecessor Stuart, Monty and Jason, by the NEC, National Council, and not forgetting at all the staff. And I do recognise it, and I think they all deserve a round of applause. They've all ensured that the interests of the members are always pursued at all levels. And I'd like to thank you again for everything you have done for the past 2 years. Okay, I am nervous, but I'm also excited. This is a new challenge. It's not quite as hard as it looks, because the hard work's been done by Stuart. Thank you, Stuart. But now, more importantly, to get here was a journey which has never been done before. I'd like to say thanks to a very important collection of people, to all my friends in my branch, to my district colleagues, to my family, to my shop staff. But there is 4 people, I won't name them, you know who you are, who work tirelessly in the background. Without you guys, and without the support of everyone here, I would not be here. My objectives over the coming months. First and foremost, let's make it clear, I'm not here to rock the boat. I want to carry on the great work that's already been achieved. We've heard yesterday from the business development team and from Barclaycard. We have another great deal on card payments. As I said on Monday, we need an equally great banking deal. Don't we think we deserve it? It's about time we got it. So we'll carry on knocking on doors, and it does look like it might be slightly ajar. And of course, engage in discussions. After the year we've had, exceptional, there's a lot of superlatives you can use. We need the feel-good factor. We are in exceptional times, yes, but we're coming out of the dark tunnel of COVID into sunlight. We need to look after ourselves physically as well as financially. Let's get a great deal on gyms, on spas, weekend breaks, skating rinks, etc. All of these and other great benefits like Booker vouchers or our energy deals, the legal support, they need to be communicated. I have talked to some of the communications team and they've got some great ideas, but we definitely need to start thinking out the box and look at new avenues. Also, we build policy here. We have these policy objectives. These need to be looked at regularly. They need to be prioritised into 3, I think. 1 is easily achievable, 2 is achievable, and the one I want to work hardest on is highly improbable, not unachievable. I don't think anything's unachievable. Tackling retail crime. I see some 19 crime down here. We need even more engagement with the government, with police, and with police and crime commissioners. But we also know what we feel about that police chief from Hampshire, who said we as shopkeepers should pay for the rehabilitation of people who steal from us or even abuse us. Honestly, words fail me, and that's not easy. Pressure must be kept on everyone, so everyone is aware that abuse is not part of the job, that more must be done to protect everyone who is involved in retail. I congratulate again Martin Ward on all the hard work he has done with the team on relocating head office to Durham. However, I was vigorously reminded that I should have mentioned the person who was instrumental in buying house. By this, I mean Terry Pigg, that great stalwart. I also support the buying of Bede House, a great investment. I believe, again with the support of the team, we will carry on the growth of membership. COVID is still disrupting members' businesses and their health, so we must not put the brake on supporting those who do need the help. We must ensure that the NFRN must always be the first port of call for members wanting help or support, whether it's financial, legal, or just a sympathetic ear. The service that Connect offers is second to none. There's a little bit I'd like to add to that, which I didn't say earlier. I was reminded by a staff member yesterday that I have come across as abrupt on the phone. I take this on board. I promise my best to change. I promise to do my best to change. This dinosaur will change. Let us all remember to be courteous. On the news front, we must continue discussions with publishers and wholesalers. The current model is unsustainable. It's definitely unsustainable. The publishers are aware of this, the wholesalers are aware of it. However, we all need to work together to see where the future is. I believe greater focus should be put on training members to prepare themselves for positions in the Federation and on keeping our standards up. Listen to the presentation from conference. We as independent retailers, I believe, have a great future, but we must become more competitive and innovative to survive. I see the NFRN and Savewell playing an ever-increasing role in this work over the coming year. With numbers comes strength, so it's in everyone's interest to give it their full support, our full support, I should say. Much work has been done to make the NFRN a more modern organisation, and I hope to build on this. I intend to build on that. I've always compared the Federation to a big family. We fall out, we have arguments, but as a big family, we do get back together. And one of my priorities, I believe, should be to install trust and even more stability. Let's move forward together. However, nothing worthwhile is easy. It's hard work. I've got a habit of saying, when I'm told, "How are you? Living the dream." I haven't been saying too much of that today. It's not a dream, but it excites me. But it makes me so proud that the NFRN is an organisation that listens to you, the member. Any member can speak to anyone. Over the coming months, I look forward to visiting all the districts and speaking. More importantly, though, because I'm good at speaking, but listening, I've got to put my listening ears on to discover exactly what it is that is needed and wanted by our members. If you or your branch or even your district colleagues have any suggestions on how we can operate more effectively, or if you believe there are different ways in which we can achieve more for our members, then I definitely want to hear from you, most definitely. The Federation of ours, this Federation of ours has a history that goes back more than 100 years. We may be dinosaurs and need change, but this is and always will be a members' organisation. That mustn't change. I once said to a previous national president, when the person took the chair, "Listen, I know that it's stressful, but enjoy the term, because before you know it, it will be over." I've now been reminded of that very same comment. I intend to hit the ground running. I'm sure I can count on your support. As someone said a long time ago, ask not what the Federation can do for you, but what you can do for the Federation as well. Let's move forward. As someone else said, to infinity and beyond. As I said earlier, the next term promises to be exciting, but I believe genuinely the future for the independent retails looks bright, and everything I will do will be to ensure the NFRN represents you, our members, as effectively as possible. Rest assured, your federation is in very good hands. I'm talking about the team, the NEC, the NFC, the team behind. You see them all there. All you see sometimes is black shirts, but as Stuart says, there's a lot of work that goes on behind the background and isn't always appreciated maybe, or is not mentioned. A 5-year game plan. Thank you, Stuart, for showing me the way. I will endeavour to keep your faith in me. Thank you, Conference.